Hi guys, welcome back to Crafty Quilting Designs. I hope you are well and having a really fantastic day. As you can see, I'm actually outside in my garden and I'm going to take you on a journey. Yes, you're thinking, what journey? Well, since I've started my YouTube channel, I have made so many things and I wanted to share with you what I've actually made. So let's get started and I will take you through. I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's mainly just a show of all the things, small and large, that I've actually created since started my YouTube channel in February 2021. So let's go on this journey now and see what I've actually done. Okay, so guys, what you're looking at is my very first quilt. And yes, it is my very first quilt. It's a layer cake, and it was nothing special. And it was actually a Christmas one also. And to be honest, it's very soft, it's beautiful, and I love it. It's nothing special, to be honest. Behind the quilt is just yellow, and I don't know what else to say about it other than other than it was my very first one. I enjoyed making it. You feel the quilting is not the best, but you know, I persevered, and I'm much better today. But yeah, so that's literally it really for the first one. Carl is my assistant today, so he's going to be throwing on all the quilts for me. Okay, the next one is a Christmas one, and this is my second one. Now this one is absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, it's been folded for a while now. I haven't really used it. It's actually a wall hanging and I haven't done anything with it since I've made it. It's been folded and it's really lovely. This one is really pretty. I did take some time actually making this one because it was my second project. So I did my cornerstones. Again, it is a layer cake, and this one I did applique on it. So yeah, it was a nice experience doing this one. My quilting improved. So those of you out there who worry about your quilting, at every stage you will see your quilting actually develop much better. So the third one is coming on now. And this one again, it is another layer cake and it's very colorful. This one is called I think colorful corners, I think, or corners colorful, something like that. But again, this one is on YouTube. All right, this is the first one that I actually put on YouTube, and I actually made some cushions, pillow covers to go with this one as well. Again, my quilting got much better with the third one. Again guys, this is what I did weekly. So every week I was actually doing these quilts, and to be honest, when I started the channel, it was because I was just so bored in the lockdown and I really wanted something to relax me and help me to chill out because the lockdown was very stressful for me. And so I started quilting. Obviously I'm a textiles teacher, and I did sew, but I didn't want to do the things that I usually did. So yeah, I started quilting. There you go. That's how my journey actually started because of the lockdown. Now the next one is my very first pattern, and this one again is on YouTube. And I love this quilt. I really love this quilt. I think I call it Diamond Star. Yeah, this is my very first pattern, as I said, and I did a meandering for my quilting all over this one. Also, this one is a layer cake again, and it was half square triangles. So I was really proud of this quilt. This quilt I actually made pillow covers as well to go with it. It's a very soft quilt, and again my quilting improved. It's improved so much that I actually used a light blue thread on it. That's how confident I became with it. So again guys, keep practicing. Now the next one you have not seen. This one is my first jelly roll. Okay, now guys, all of these quilts have actually been just been folded. I can still smell how new they are. You know that new fabric smell that you get? I can still smell them. This was a journey. This one took me a long time. This is a very large quilt. I actually did a lot of my quilting in this one because it's a jelly roll. And if I were to take you closer, you would see my mistakes, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, but as I said, this one is not on Jelly Roll. This one is not on YouTube. I made this one off YouTube, and this one really stretched me with my quilting, because I did all of my quilting within the Jelly Roll strips, and hence the reason when I keep saying to you, practice your quilting within the Jelly Roll restricted area. It really does help. So this was really my practice for being able to try different patterns within the jelly rolls and on the quilting, but really, really fun to do. The next one is my second, and this one is really large. This one is my Jelly Roll charm quilt, and this one is on YouTube. This one was a bit of I enjoyed this, but it was a long video, in the sense that I took a long time to make it, because it was very large, and there was different patterns, and this is the first one I actually did on point. So, but I really enjoyed the process of actually doing it. Okay, so yeah, that's literally it. We're getting up to there. I don't know how many we've done so far. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number 7 is coming. My glamorous assistant is doing a fantastic job. Okay, so this one is a Bedrunner, and again, this one is a layer cake, and I did this one on point also. And again, this one is the particular video whereby I did the 4 steps of free motion quilting, and it again allowed me to really develop my quilting. And as I look at this, I can actually see how much better the quilting is. I think this is the first one I actually did feathers on, and I couldn't believe how fantastically it all came out. Okay, so that's that one. This one was very, what can I say about this one? This one is my diamond, I can't remember the name of this quilt now. Pinwheel Star, that's right. Carl just reminded me. That's good, isn't it, that he knows what I've been doing. And this is my Pinwheel Star. This one was really nice to make. I did a lot of quilting on this particular one. Also, this one, while I was making my this particular quilt, my sister died, so it was quite difficult for me to complete it. And I did lots of quilting on this one. It was a really, and every time I see the quilt, that's what the memory has for me with this particular quilt. Even when I see it in my sewing room upstairs, that's all it says to me. My sister died, so it has a bit of a happy, sweet moment with this particular one. But nevertheless, I still love it, because I did a lot of quilting. I think Pebbles for the first time. No, tell a lie, Pebbles was the first on the Bedrunner was the first. That was the second time I did Pebbles. So yeah, so that's the story of the Pinwheel Star quilt. Now this particular one, I love this. This one is my God, what's this one? Oh, split 9 patch. I got there in the end. Now this one, I use a gold thread for the first time, and this one, I love this quilt. And I know I keep saying that, but I really do love this quilt. This is the one that you see when you go on the channel to find out about crafty quilting designs. This is the video that plays when I say thank you for joining Crafty Quilting Designs. I just wanted to show you the quilt. It looks beautiful on the bed. This is the one. I love this quilt, really, really do. I think it's my favorite out of all of them, if I have to be honest. The next one is coming, and he's staring at me, so I'm going to shut up. There we go. This one is my Summer Blossom, I think, and this one I used it, oh yes, I did Corner Blossom, no, Summer Blossom, definitely Summer Blossom. And I can't remember, I did an orange quilting on this, and I did meandering for meandering with flowers, that's it, for my quilting. I love this one. It's a really nice, simple pattern, and I absolutely love it. It's another quilt that I really adore and has lots of memories for me. So yeah, I think this particular one, yes, this was a fat quarter I used for this one, and it was the first one I did with the it's not cornerstones, I can't remember now the pattern in the middle, but I'm sure somebody will remind me what it is. But yeah, this is another favorite of mine. Okay, my glamorous assistant. This is my very first um, scrappy quilt, and to be honest guys, I was really surprised about this because it it came out really beautifully. One of the things I loved about it is that it allowed me to just be free and do what I wanted in terms of the quilting and the piecing. There was no pattern to follow. It was just my brain telling me what I wanted, what I liked and what I didn't like. The colors all went well together. What I would say though is that at first I thought it was so many colors, and I actually said that on the video, that I thought, oh my god, I needed something to break this up because I felt it was just literally too much colors. So I decided was to add the sashing for the cream, and it worked out really well. So I'm really happy with the outcome of this. This one is another one that's really close to my heart because it allowed me to, as I said, to be free and to do what I wanted in terms of the piecing and using whatever colors and not worrying about whether it went or not. So yeah, this was really nice, and it made me fall in love with scrappy quilt. So if you haven't done a scrappy quilt as yet, go for it, definitely. Another thing as well, I was able to do whatever I wanted with the quilting. So every inch of this quilt was quilted. There was nothing left unquilted, and again, the freedom, and it took away the fear of making mistakes. And even if I did, in my heart I felt it's a scrappy quilt. A scrappy quilt is all about just letting go and doing what makes you feel good about your craft. So there you go. All right, glamorous assistant, he's waiting. Now this one is my picture frames quilt, and I'm getting into the current times of making my quilts now, and this one came about when I had to go to my niece's birthday party, and I was in a rush, and so this is what I came up with. So yeah, it was really nice to make this, and I think this is the first time I used my walking foot on this particular one here, so it was really nice to actually do this. It's a really soft quilt, and again I got to know my walking foot and to also know my sewing machine as well, because as I said, I hadn't used it by this particular time, so it was a really great opportunity to do that. And again, with this particular pattern, it is actually mine. There was no copying from anybody. It was something that just came to my head and I decided what to do. So there you go, that's that one. Now the next one that's actually come in, okay, is my second scrappy quilt, and I did a series for this one. And again, I can see every time these quilts come out, guys, I can see how much my quilting has improved. You know, my piecing was never really an issue because obviously I sew already, and that was never an issue, but the quilting was always something that you have to get used to, in the sense that allowing you to do that movement with the actual sewing machine. So I love this quilt. I must admit though, if I have to be totally honest, because these quilts are going to go to members of the family, as I've told you on many occasions, who they're actually being made for, it will be difficult to let go of them. I see Carl looking at me. He's thinking, no, you can't keep them all. And I'm thinking, I want to, but I know I can't, because when I made them for somebody in mind. My mum already has hers that she's already picked out. Okay, but I love this. It's going to be hard letting go of this one. As I said, this one was a series that I did, and I really loved it. And it's it tells me that this quilt is going to last for years because it feels so strong. I mean, all of the fabrics were very good quality cotton, and yeah, love it, absolutely love it. All right, let's move on to the next one. Now this one again is my bricks quilt, and I must admit guys, you guys love jelly rolls. When I do a jelly roll video, it really goes. I don't know what it is about jelly rolls, but the bricks quilt again was my idea. I have not seen it out there, and Carl did help me with this one. I will give him that credit. He really did, because you know, I've never laid bricks before. You know, when I was doing it, he was like, no, that doesn't look like bricks. I was like, really? He said, no, it doesn't. And he figured it out, so I have to give him credit. He did lay it out, even though I made it. I did the piecing. I had the idea. All right, so he's looking at me. Okay, but this one was really excitement. I love this. It was small, it was quick. I did it, I think, literally in a day. It didn't take long at all. But yeah, this was another one of my favorites. Really beautiful. And again, you guys love jelly rolls out there. You really love it. I mean, my jelly roll charm quilt, amazing how people really fell for that. Okay, the next one is another jelly roll, and this one was just recently. I don't even know what number we're up to at the moment with these quilts, but this is my butterfly bouquet, and oh boy, I love this. This is really lovely. I enjoyed making this, and getting the layout right was a little bit of an issue, because obviously all the blocks was not the same size, so there was a bit of a math involved, and making sure all the calculations work to get the piecings correct, but it worked out. And guys, if you want to try making your own patterns, just stick with it. It gets easier as time goes on. It really does. Okay, so butterfly bouquet, I think this one is definitely for a girl's room. I think someone did contact me and said she's going to make it for her granddaughter, and I think, yeah, it's definitely for a baby girl or a young girl's room. But yeah, this is a beautiful quilt. So that's the story of that one. So the next one is also another jelly roll, because again, we're coming up to all of our jelly roll series. And remember, I've started all of this in February, and these quilts are heavy. They really are. It's amazing how much you can make, because obviously I make a quilt a week, and if I don't make a quilt, I make an ordinary or a smaller project, whether it's a bag or a tabletop, etc. So, and those are things that I haven't even shown you. I mean, I have so many bags. I'm probably going to have to give some away. In fact, that's what I can do, give some away to you guys, because I don't use them, they're just there. So yeah, this was my cozy quilt, and this again was my pattern. I didn't see this on the internet or anything like that. This was literally my pattern that I came up with, and it was very colorful, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, and again, going back to the quilting, again, get into the habit of practicing with your jelly rolls so that you could gain your confidence and speed and working in those sort of confined areas when you're doing your jelly rolls. So yeah, so that's that one. Next one is one of my favorites. I think I have lots of favorites, don't I? Okay, Carl just really hit me with the quilt. Now this is my husband's quilt, and he's just pointing and saying it's his, so I have to make sure and say that. So this is Carl's quilt, everybody. I made this for my husband because he was moaning that I make all the quilts and he has none. So it's a beautiful quilt, really lovely, and yeah, I love it. This one, I can see my confidence in my quilting. It took me a long time to do this because I did take my time, because I was making it for somebody special. You got to put the effort in when it's for somebody special, isn't it? Otherwise, and the piecing as well, so yeah, it was enjoyable to give it to him and to see that he liked it, and I do feel proud giving it to him, actually. So make one for your husbands, they deserve it too. Right, so next one, this one that is currently on there, well, most of them, or if not all of them are. And you've seen this one just recently. He's not bringing them out in order, actually. He's just bringing anyone that lands on his hand. Okay, and this one is literally probably about a week ago, and this is my what's this one again? I've forgotten. Oh, this is my the one I had to complete, my UFO. That's it. This is my UFO. And yeah, I made, this was one of the quilts that I made, I think back in December. Yeah, back in December of either 2019 or something like that, and it just sat there for such a long time, and I've never really completed it until recently. Funny enough, I put this on Facebook, and the amount of congrats that I got with this and likes with this, it was quite interesting. You know, what some people see as beauty, some others don't. Each to their own. It is still not one of my favorites. One of my subscribers has asked me for it. So you never know, she might get it. I'm not calling any names because she knows what I'm talking about. So yeah, but it's not one of my favorites, but it's lovely. It's really lovely and soft. That's one of the things I love about it. So yeah, there you go. So this was one of my UFO. I've got another 2 to complete, but I'm sure I'll get around to it at some point. So there you go. So the next one you've seen, this one is for my another layer cake, and of course I love this one. And as you know, I made pillows and cushions with this. So this is my slice of cake, and I love this monochrome quilt. It's absolutely beautiful, and you can see all the quilting on it as well, which really excites me. So yeah, I mean, I have done so much quilting since I've actually started this journey. So I'm not sure, we're up to the last one yet, sweetie. So this is the last one coming up, and well, I say the last one, but this one is for my niece, and again, it's a layer cake. And it's, guys, these quilts are so soft, very, very cuddly. You know, I make them and I fold them and put them aside because I'm going to have one day where I'm going to get the family around and give it to everybody in one go. I haven't told them anything, so I know they are going to be very pleased with it. I don't think I'm going to give them the opportunity to choose because I think it's going to probably cause a fight. Because I know my first niece, I know she has her eyes on the slice of cake, the black and white one. So I don't know. I may keep that one for myself, but I wouldn't tell her that. She doesn't watch the videos anyway, so she wouldn't hear me say, you know what, I'm sure she'll watch this one and hear me say that. There you go. Right, so all of my cushions, or I should say cushions, I've actually made, and these are just a few. That's actually in pillow forms. There's quite a lot as well that is not in pillow forms, so these are just a bunch of them that's in there. Because remember, a lot of these quilts I have made pillows for, and when I say pillows, I mean pillowcases as well as cushions. In England we call them cushions. I know you Americans, you call them pillows. All right, so but there's quite a lot, and this is just a few. If I have to be honest, when I do a quilt, I most times make a cushion for it. Okay, not so much pillowcases, but cushions. I think it's a really good idea to do that because to me it's all about the look on the bed, you know, and so I like doing that, definitely just completing the whole look. I did, the only thing that's not down here is my really big pillows, no, not, yeah, cushions that I did for my first Scrappy quilt. That's it, the massive 23 or 24 inches one square. Those ones I haven't actually brought downstairs. So there you go. So this is a little view of my garden. See there? It's very green. So yeah, so lots of the last things, I'll take these. So these are just table toppers, and I'm sure you've probably seen them that I've done also. And this is one of my favorite. My mom actually loves this one here. It is a oh my god, my brain escapes me now. Baby wants this one again. He has no idea. You know what, I'm going to remember when Carl's editing the video, and then I'm going to put it up there for you, but I'm sure you know exactly what it is anyway. Dresden, there you go, it came back to me. Yeah, so that's it really. So that is literally all of my hard work that I have been doing since I started my YouTube channel in February 2021 of this year. So that's quite a lot. I don't know how many is there, but I'll count them and let you know up there as well how many it actually is. So guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what, share the channel, definitely do that, it's important, as you know. Okay, and also comment, let me know what you have been making since you started your crafting journey of quilting, and you know, if you've actually grown, if you feel you've actually grown, because it's good to give yourself praise, and it reinforces your confidence when you do so. Don't wait for other people to do it. Give yourself a pat on the back and say, hey, I did a good job, you know. So there you go. So do like and subscribe, hit that bell so you can get that ping. Did you hear it? Ping. I'm such an idiot. Anyway guys, have a great day and happy quilting.